Welcome to the International Center for Life Coach Training's Black Woman Certified Life Coach States of the Life Coach Union Address. My name is Dr. AJ Austin, and I am your Master Life Coach Trainer. I want to begin our session with a quote that I am known for, which is when you impact one life, even if that one life is yours, you impact generations. There's someone somewhere waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. The entrepreneurial mission here at ICLCT is to become the leading provider and dominate the online and offline Black woman Christian life coach certification and training space. We know that we'll be able to be the guiding light for middle-aged Black women of faith who want their own money. And they want to make their own money by becoming a Black woman Christian certified life coach, speaker, author, and or trainer to help live an honorable legacy for her family, the African American community, in a way that we can all be proud of. Our social contribution is reaching back to mentor and onboard entrepreneurial and leadership-minded teen girls and young adult college students that are taking business courses, but they also have a heart to serve other women. We also mentor and guide aspiring self-employed African American women within the Christian faith who seek to become future Black women certified Christian life coaches to help increase their chances of making the biggest impact within their own community. Our movement is serving Black women who God puts in our path, thus putting together a global community of Black women business leaders and those who are of the Christian faith and certified as life coaches, all working in tandem to help advance their shared gift of living and leaving a legacy by becoming self-employed and self-sufficient, while setting an example within their own community of what's possible for African American women. We at the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, we do this using three pillars of the Black woman Christian life coaching State of the Union Address core competencies, which are our founding pillars. Number one is entrepreneurial education. This is where knowledge and information on the life coaching industry is disseminated among the African American community and Christian women of faith. Number two is economic empowerment. This is for legacy livers and legacy leavers. Number three is ethical engagement. This is having professional training, skills, expertise, experience, and education, plus gifting in your life coach training and throughout the life coach training space. We train Black women of faith to become a certified Christian life coach online in one day. Our business sells life coach certification training for Black women of faith via digital products like ebooks, e-audiobooks, audio programs, workbooks, and video trainings. Before COVID-19, from 2016 to 2019, in partnership with the same life coach training organization that certified me in 2013, I hosted a series of in-person one-day life coach certification trainings for 110 people who flew and drove in various methods, plane, train, and automobile from various countries like Australia, Austria, Vietnam, the Cayman Islands, East Africa, and all over North America. The declining pre and post-COVID climate dismantled this thriving business model. As social distancing was non-existent in our tiny rented hotel spaces and conference and meeting and boardrooms were closed long-term. After the dissolution of the partnership, I was encouraged by many desiring to become certified life coaches, but who missed the opportunity to attend my live in person training to start my own life coach certification training using my education in honors psychology from Clark Atlanta University, my bachelor's degree in training and development from Mercer University, 4 years of professional skills, knowledge, and stories, especially experience as a master life coach certification trainer, and nearly a decade of field work as a Black woman master life coach. I hosted my life coach certification training online via live stream monthly starting out. As COVID cases expanded, a few of the women who desired to become certified life coaches with us online via live stream also personally dealt with the spread of the coronavirus. This included two of them having confirmed cases of COVID-19. One coach in her mid 60s was quarantined for 2 weeks, and she used this time to settle in and complete her life coach certification with us via our new version of our training, which was the Black Woman Life Coach Certification Home Study course. This is the version of the previous live stream training recordings. One of our coaches' full time job as a K 12 school administrator was closed down for the remainder of the 2020-2021 school year, which negatively impacted this single mom of two with underage children. She was forced to show, sell, and move from her home in order to downsize, pack up, and leave her space during the COVID-19 quarantine timeframe. She too completed her life coach certification training during this time with us. Another coach who was a full time healthcare worker had a positive COVID-19 test scare that resulted in a separation and soon divorce, along with a transportation scare for her and her family of four, which ultimately led to her dropping out of the life coach mentorship program and her new life coach business suffering. However, she was determined to finish the life coach certification training, and she did. In my own personal story, I've successfully progressed through the turmoil of homelessness, divorce, downsizing, and the death of my mom, all taking place on the same day while growing a small business during the economic downturn of 2008. I too have also experienced COVID like symptoms during the global pandemic in times of civic, civil, and economic unrest, protests, and riots, which all in their own way inspired my current work with African American women of the Christian faith and the goal to help them impact their own lives in their families, neighborhoods, churches, and corporate culture in a positive way that would leave a legacy and serve generations to come. I am currently my own business success story. We now have an online only training model, and we're considering, but at the moment, this is in comparison to pop up events and live in person trainings due to the continuing current COVID climate. As it has terminated majority of the creature comforts that we have come to know for our in-person trainings and events, that has influenced partnerships and it has influenced sales, which has impacted our overall bottom line online. The declining economy, which also forced isolation and social distancing, drastically altered the future dynamics of our life coach training and certification company. COVID-19 impacted the way we did business and the way we currently do business, and showcasing our offering online has skyrocketed to the top of our to-do list as a company. But there are reasons beyond COVID-19 to justify us just going digital. Converting our business into an online powerhouse is mandatory and a must for reaching and expanding our customer reach. all across the globe and meeting our clients right where they are on their laptops, their iPads, and their desktops, plus their smartphones. The COVID-19 crisis is and has and forever will affect us all. And those of us who work for ourselves, we really feel it. And we definitely felt it in the beginning. We are striving to come to terms with what we have deemed as quote unquote the new normal and what this means for us currently and moving forward. COVID-19 created challenges for us all, from employees and our families, and dealing with the impact of the virus itself. But we know many of our coaching clients who struggled along with us. We also know other coaching companies who struggled way more than we did. So we would like the help of you listening to join your faith with ours as we weather this storm and win. COVID-19 halted business growth in many ways, and having to suddenly change our game plan due to that unexpected pandemic and the quarantine, which threw a wrench in business. But we knew that having partnerships like the one we have with you is just what we needed to be here today and to continue on into the future to make sure that our future Black women Christian certified life coaches businesses stay afloat for what is to come. We're currently considering permanently pivoting our business to online only training models versus those pop-up events that we mentioned and trainings due to the unexpected climate. It did terminate those in-person trainings. However, the partnerships with people like you, the partnerships we've had with business grants, and the partnerships that we have for generations to come now is what makes this such an exciting journey and movement. COVID-19 impacted the way we do business. Showcasing our offering online is how you found us. And it's how we're going to move together in the future, hence the need for today's Black woman, Christian, certified life coach, state of the life coaching industry address. So the use of our partnerships with people like you, the use of outside organizations supporting the mission that we currently hold, and moving into what is to come for the future of our company and this Black woman life coach movement will help make the impact on our overall business, everything from how we pay our employees, the expenses for operating and running an online business like this, covering our assets through insurance, making sure our payments for our business expenses are made on time, that we currently are in the black, in a surplus, operate in overflow and abundance financially by upgrading our infrastructure, everything from technology to how we take your calls. This all comes together to help make this vision possible. Because growth within the digital space and the capacity to serve you and your future Black women Christian certified life coaching ladies of legacy makes it possible for us to have that capacity both on social media and having a vast web presence online. These were big pressing issues bringing our training online. But because we have been blessed with the opportunities to partner with brands and grow our brand online, this continues to be an ever expanding need for us to stay ahead of. This is why I'm sharing this information with you and being transparent about where we are and where we have grown from, looking forward into vision casting the future. So your partnership, you participating as a Black woman certified Christian life coach, helps to employ women of all races to help us transition into this online training model. And we can all be proud of using everything from the technology, the computer, and the software systems that keeps this engine running smoothly. Our goal as a company is to ensure that future women entrepreneurs can get this online training via completely remote educational learning opportunities that they need, while also staying safe during a potential resurgence of the COVID-19 cases and this ongoing pandemic, and or whatever the future may hold. So we mentioned how we have previously served in person. We are now online, having transitioned from the live stream to the home study model and having served coaching clients from all over the world. At the time of this recording, we have almost 200 Black certified life coaches worldwide who have joined us in our one-day life coach certification training. So, because we are looking to thrive, because we are looking to continue to serve you with this current business model, respecting social distancing, and making sure that you still get that online, in-person, fly on the wall feel like we were in the same meeting space of those previous hotel conference rooms that, trust me, I miss as well. Because we are transitioning into this space and planning on dominating and taking over, and we currently are the leader in Black women Christian life coach certification training online, led by a Black woman master life coach training educator, curriculum facilitator, author, speaker, coach, all the things that it takes to be successful. I look like you. My success is your success, and I'm so excited that we're in this together. So we use tools online that are given to us in the current moment. I mentioned technology and making sure our technology stays up to date and upgraded. Everything from our software, computer and phone systems, and our online learning portals, as well as how we communicate with you as our coach. We like to use platforms that gives us access to you, things like Facebook groups with our private coaching community, things like meeting me online on my personal Facebook profile page. Also, the Messenger app that's through Facebook for those who are not active Facebook users, being able to still talk to us within that social gathering to help our company remain relevant during this time that we have to stay in touch in this new normal. So I share this with you because we've also trained coaches in this environment online who have learning disabilities, or as we like to say, we're learning friendly for those who learn differently. And this is all using my background in training and development. We have several coaches who have been diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, MS, or multiple sclerosis, and so many other things that could have held them back. But because we were able to meet them where they were, which is learning from home, learning from their phone, learning from the comfort of their computer, and not having to leave their house to get this information, this may be you. We've been able to successfully train and serve this group of coaches, as well as speak to organizations like ADD.org as the keynote featured guest speaker, with the specialization of being able to reach and break those barriers, reaching through those glass ceilings that once held coaches who learn differently back. Our goal is to educate more women on how they too can continue to impact lives and earn extra income, working from home as internationally recognized Black women Christian certified life coaches. We have a larger, more expansive worldwide reach thanks to platforms that help us to lead the way and stay front of mind for reaching our future Black women Christian certified life coaches. Our business empowers women by helping breathe life into the Black Christian woman and her lifelong dream of becoming a certified Christian life coach and starting her own small business, like a coaching company, working from home to help her bring in extra income for her family. Seeing me progress through the turmoil of life, dealing with, as I mentioned before, homelessness, divorce, downsizing, and the death of my mom, that all happened on the same day while growing a business during a former pandemic, going into another pandemic, and dealing with everything that we in the African American community has had to endure. This is what legacies are made of. So, taking our business from offline, live in person trainings to online, internet based trainings, along with things like word of mouth, recommendations, and organic social media marketing using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, Google Drive, Gmail, and so many more easy to use, easy to reach, easy to install, easy to implement systems has sustained our business, and it's going to continue to sustain us and your future business model, regardless of what the future may hold beyond today. So, joining in on the online training space allowed our business to recover from what could have been, and being a statistic of one of the coaching companies who didn't make it. Myself, our coaches prior, and you and the future Black women certified life coaches to come, we are overcomers. We beat the odds. We are now leading the statistics of those who are ready to move from where we are to where we want to be by making the necessary pivots in order to thrive in the live stream and virtual event life coach certification and training space. This is our goal as we continue to diversify our product line and continue to market to and outreach, making sure that we have distribution channels to make connections with you and to stay abreast of industry trends while remaining a growing leading expert in this expansive new online space. And we are so excited that you are here along the journey with us. So the positive impacts of partnerships that we have with people like you helps our business to continue to make a difference in our local community, but it also helps nonprofit organizations to reach their goals quicker because we take the proceeds of what you use as your investment to register for today's training by donating 10 to 20% of our earnings to charities that support entrepreneurial education, that also support economic empowerment, and they support ethical engagement. Remember, those are our three pillars, and these are all cause-based opportunities that we actively seek out to pour back into because we are consistently being poured into. Under the mission that we have to positively impact the lives of Black women all over the world within the underserved African American community, we take that 10% of our income, the 20% that we also sow into charity, and we give back to women-owned, self-employed, and small businesses within the United States and around the world. We personally also allow local youth to virtually shadow the work that we're doing for Black women of faith via live streaming in to our live stream portion of what we call co-coaching critiques so that they can experience firsthand what life coaching and life coach certification and the entire process looks like for Black women of faith. As businesses like yours continue to take on new challenges, we're also committed to providing you the support that you need because we are the living, breathing, working model of what's possible. So we'll continue to find tips and trainings and more to make sure that you are helped with staying open and connected to your customers during whatever the future may bring your way as well. So we're gifted in the area of keeping our workforce strong. We're gifted with operating leanly to make sure that we're able to connect with as many coaching clients as possible and supporting our community of coaches. Because again, people spend their time online connecting with family, friends, and other members of organizations they're a part of and things that matter to them. This includes discovering and engaging with our business and with yours. So having this online presence for you also means having an online presence for your future business as a Black woman of faith who is a Christian certified life coach. Because of what we do, people can easily find more information about you and what you have to offer as a coach. We also use our online presence to communicate directly with you as a future Black woman certified life coach and update you about our business and stay up to date about yours. So, our online presence helps us to stay connected with you and where you spend your time. This is the same process you'll repeat successfully with your future coaching clients. So, because we know that people are going online to find businesses and connect with businesses, specifically coaching businesses, it's always helpful to consider where you are as our client and where your clients are going to spend their time online as you choose where to establish your online presence. So, all of this is vision casting. It's telling you where we have come from, it's casting the vision for where we are going, and it's allowing you to think ahead for your future as well. We are happy that we have established an online network of like minded Black women, Christian, certified life coaches that will help you with the support and accountability that you need. We're making sure that we continue to grow our business network and that you don't have to do it alone. We thank God for the opportunity to make sure that we're in a position to still have the reach and the impact and to justify going digital and converting our online powerhouse to set the model for what's possible with growing in this digital space for you as we continue to diversify how we show up and offer exactly what it is you need for your next level. What I love about what we do with the International Center for Life Coach Training LLC and certifying Black women Christian certified life coaches, we know that our business solves several problems. One is the problem of the societal norm of seeing non African American women as successful owners of their own life coach certification training. We're successful too. It also solves the problem of the stigma that Black women can't and don't get along or work together. That's a problem and it's a stereotype. There's also a stigma of women in technology being few and far between, and that's why we are here to help dominate this online space. What I love that is our bottom line here at ICLCT is the fact that we are breaking through the societal norm that it is just a thing to pay thousands of dollars for quote unquote accreditation from any specific organization that's attempting to dominate the life coach certification and training portion of the life coaching industry. As you'll learn throughout the training, there's no such thing as accreditation in the life coaching space. So because we serve women who usually fall within the ages of 45 plus, you are moms. You are soon to be empty nesters. You are seeking to reintroduce yourself to a society of other mothers, daughters, sisters, friends by serving as a Black woman, Christian, certified life coach, helping others set their goals, achieve their results, and take action and be held accountable for really making progress and succeeding in their own life. Our business also solves the problem by training you within this population of Black women of faith to become Christian certified life coaches online and doing it all in one day. We have several partnerships in addition to yours that we're proud of. We wrote our first company book. We've developed our own life coach certification training handbook and coaching curriculum, and we've been featured in magazines. We have a future magazine feature in the works, as well as we're in talk with studios and film production companies. We've been featured on podcasts globally. We've been featured on our own coaches podcast. One of our very first coaches who trained with us featured us as her trainers and the training company that she would recommend. We have upcoming features on different podcasts, radio shows, in magazines, and in television networks. And we've also signed so many Black women certified life coaches who hold the future of the future in their hands, starting with you going through this 1 day Black woman life coach certification self study training system. We wrote our very first self published 100 plus page company book. We also developed our own company handbook, which serves as that curriculum that you now have your hands on. And we're so excited to share future features with you in the future. What we do makes such a global impact and such a global difference that our goal is to continue to educate more women on how they too can have these features. They too can continue to impact future generations and earn that money that they're looking to make to replace income, whether they are looking to retire soon or retire themselves soon. Taking our business to this online space, make sure that we and you get to achieve these goals together. As we started our time together today with the famous quote, that is the backbone of our company mission statement, which is when you impact one life, even if that one life is yours, you impact generations because there's someone somewhere. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And this is how our business intends to tangibly pay it forward within the African American community now and in the near future. So, having already experienced life and life stories, I have a lot. I'm sure you have so many you can tell. We're able to bring all of our experience together from all of our years throughout life, offer it in the form of not just life, but life coach certification training, and now life coaching throughout our sessions. And being able to offer this training in 1 day is going to show you how to marry Christianity with coaching and sharing this mission with the world. So, because we're able to do this, we love that our true bottom line is that we help coaches confidently convert conversations to clients, cash, checks, and credit cards. And I'm excited that we get to do this for Black women of faith specifically, because this is how you increase your generational wealth gap if you have one at the moment. You do that as a self-employed Black woman small business owner. Because we are sharing the wealth with giving back portions of our income to organizations and charities worldwide, we get to do what we love as African American women small business owners, giving back to the African American women-owned small business community, which is the heartbeat of our business and of the entrepreneurial industry. Our partnership with you and future Black life coaches and our Black life coaches past, this has given us the opportunity to make this possible on so many exciting levels. So we're going to make sure that payroll stays paid, that we continue to show up in the digital space, that we continue to reach and max out our social media capacity and our web presence online, making sure that we are addressing pressing issues and staying abreast of what it takes to grow our business brand online, because again, it's an ever expanding need. So because we did consider pivoting our business to bring it online, this change is semi-permanent / semi-temporary, but it has shed a new light on what's possible and what it looks like to still bring that in-person training experience as an event for you to experience through our company with influential partnerships that's impacting our and your bottom line, regardless of what's going on in the economy or regardless of if people feel isolated because they can't get to us in person. This is an issue that we are addressing because of the altered future dynamics of business, not just ours, but yours too. So thanks to COVID for impacting the way we do business. Thanks to social distancing for seeing how we can extend our reach, even though we can't literally reach out and touch each other right at this moment. We're still skyrocketing what we're able to do and make possible from converting our business into this current online powerhouse and showing you how it's done because we've developed creative strategies that helped us to transition online. And we're currently continuing to seek tips and tools to help us implement. Because again, the internet, it's where it's at, both now and in the future, as we attempt to quote unquote get back to normal, or should I say, get to the new normal. So your partnership, your registration, your investment, again, helped us with this current growth. It's helping us with future growth, and it's helping us to set industry trends. Even being online with the speaking industry, which is a part of the coaching industry, this industry was one of the hardest hit industries during the pandemic. Because we joined forces with the technology that's currently available, and we joined in on online training spaces that allowed our business to not only recover, but to make progress, to rewrite the vision that we had, and making those necessary pivots in order to thrive in this mainstream space, whether we're speaking or training or writing books or showing you how to do it as a Black woman, Christian, certified life coach. So it's expanded our marketing efforts and how we show up in this new climate to do business, meaning we have to stay front and center for what's currently appropriate for us to reach you through sales and marketing. So we take care of us. We show you how we're taking care of us. We do this by helping you take care of you and your business and those you love and care about. And we're helping you to stay sane too by doing the hard work for you and showing you the pitfalls to avoid. Our goal is to ensure future women entrepreneurs can get access to this online training both now and in the future. And even what I'm sharing during today is relevant for future online trainings because we are completely remote. We do offer these educational learning opportunities. We're also staying safe and we're moving forward together. We're making sure that we represent ethical engagement. We represent excellence in the kingdom of God. Everything that we show up to do, even if it's online seminars, online conferences, online workshops, online summits, and online trainings, which again is a hard space to keep going online. But because we have people like you who believe in the vision, we have been able to be and become and continue on with who we are and where we are. So we thank you for being a part of that vision. We thank you for writing the vision that God has given you. We thank you for showing up to see what's possible. We thank you for every time you overcame an obstacle that got you here today. We thank you for following our lead and joining forces with us to make an impact in our community and all over the world, because again, it is not business as usual. We have the opportunity to set the tone in this alternate universe because some of the rules no longer apply. And if I had to put it in another phrase, we get to rewrite these rules regardless of what has happened in the past. Because again, this is something that many Black business owners have experienced and have felt for quite some time. No matter how dark or how scary it may seem, I want you to know that you are not alone. There are a lot of people asking questions and trying to figure things out as we go. And you are in such a sacred, blessed, safe space because you have the template, the format. We're leading the way, and literally the footprints in the sand, the footprints in the snow. And you just place your footprints on top of ours because we are following Christ in this thing, who sometimes have to carry us. So we are carrying you in our spirit. We are praying and interceding on your behalf. We're also feeling optimistic that you will not dread what's to come or what ifs. We're also making sure that we continue to get creative and emerge, because it's only a matter of time before something tries to distract you or deflate the dreams and the promises God gave you. So we want you to relax, let the stress go. We want you to prioritize your training and where you are, plus where you say God is leading you as a Black woman Christian life coach certification training attendee, graduate, participant, engager. And we want you to enjoy this loving online space where we show you compassion and we care about you because we're virtual. We can reach out and touch and get you, regardless of where you are, at home, in the car, at work, at a soccer game, etc. So all of these are part of today's reality. And because we are offering these resources like this training and continuing education, you are guaranteed to be led step by step through how to overcome, not only today, but in the current months. So I encourage you, like we're doing, to continue to take care of yourself, to do your best, to hang in there, because there are a lot of us cheering you on. You've got this, and we're here to help. We are not being distracted by any type of economic collapse. We are not in a current state of crisis. We're not even looking forward to one. We do offer support services, professional services, training provision services, accountability services. Just reach out and let us know what you need. Because of what we've gained from the lessons learned during the COVID-19 crisis and the challenges that were created for all of us, we are the leading example of Black women of faith running small businesses. Whether we've been hit hard or especially hard, we thank God for assistance, however He brings it and as it shows up. So we're touching and agreeing with you right now for that same leadership, guidance, and assistance, because we want to make sure that we can lend what we can to help you, one of our most impactful clients, customers, and future Black women certified life coaches. And so we are thankful that we have partnered our services to be able to give back and be a resource to make sure that we're covering the criteria of coaches, regardless of where the world stands. So I just want to take a moment to recap our time together today to make sure that you know that we're looking out for you, that we're here, that you made it, and that we're ready to help you disrupt an entire industry along with us by creating community, sharing resources, and planning for the future. This is more critical than ever. We want to really serve you as a part of our coaching community and future Black life coaches to come in the areas that are needed most by bringing those tools and resources to women all around the world during this time of putting it all back together. So we are fostering community resilience. We are leaning on each other. We are praying during times of certainty and uncertainty. We are here to help women of color, specifically Black women, thrive, period. We are in support of your Black-owned business, and we include you in everything that we do. Your membership here as a part of our community is what helps us propel forward. So because we know that you're ready to evolve into your well-being, we are here with the virtual content that you can enjoy from the comfort of your home. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my heart with you today. I hope you'll join me in helping a community of coaches who are waiting to embrace you, and you'll soon be one of those coaches who are locking arms, going hand in hand with future Black life coaches, sharing stories, making sure you're sharing how you overcame, whether it's a learning disability or you too had a COVID case or a case of the quarantinis, or if you too dealt with a job downsize or being furloughed or being a single parent trying to make it work or having to downsize your home space during a tight squeeze financially, but now you're on the rebound. whether or not you too had the health scare, the transportation scare, the relationship scare, the parenting scare during what was known as COVID-19, or if something like that has happened again as of the time of this recording, I want to mention that you are able. We had a coach who knew that she is growing older and she noticed not being able to perform her full-time job as an in-home physical therapist at a local nursing care facility like she used to. And so she knew that becoming a Black woman, Christian certified life coach is the part of her retirement fallback plan. Is that you? You ready to take action? Because as we continue to navigate the ever changing nature of our world, online and offline, we're doing this virtually, and then we'll eventually, hopefully, prayerfully, retransition to some type of semi in-person event, etc., because we are committed to evolving our products and creating the tools that you need, the resources and support you need to help you as a future Black woman business owner who is now a certified Christian life coach. So we're in economic partnership with you. We are seeking out opportunities to continue partnerships of things like grants and future business scholarships and opportunities for our own business, and showing you the way of what it looks like to have outside organizations support your business vision, because our business is Black owned. Our business is a firm with an African American woman at the lead, making sure that equity and interest in stock and future vision casting opportunities are at least in the discussion on the table. We are legally registered in the United States of America. We are a for-profit company, as all life coach certification training companies are at the time of this recording. And our employees do have your best interest and your business at heart, because they too are small business owners and independent contractors. So we provide the evidence that your business is ready. And we do that because we have evidence that our business is ready by being legal, by being valid in the United States. We are the business that is showing what it looks like to produce primary sources of income as Black women, Christian, certified life coaches, by making sure that that income comes from the work that we do within our company, and that we can allow it to trickle down to our independent contractors. We have been established since January of 2020, and we continue to grow with future business opportunities and promotions, making that impact not just on our local community, but on our global community, helping with things like job preservation, job creation, providing community support, providing essential coaching and life coaching certification services, and making sure that we're serving you as our coaching client who needs us most, helping us to fuel the economy. Because again, we have all had that unexpected opportunity that became an unexpected opportunity. And so because we know that our job is here to execute on this plan, we're making sure that we stay up to date with where we are and with where we're going. We're continuing to hire, we're continuing to grow, we're continuing to hire and implement other learning platforms that makes it easier to learn from us, as well as utilizing a small team of coaches and things like makeup artists and lighting crew and all of the things that it takes to run a media company in addition to what we do for coaches. So this specific project is something that I personally took on top of 2020 to make sure that we represent the perspective of minority women of color, specifically African American women, and that we have a plan for completing this project within a specific parameter. And we're willing to do what's required to complete all of the steps involved in this process. So I personally have taken this on as a passion project that I pursue. And these are my plans for how I will bring this vision to life according to the vision that God has given me and continues to update quite frequently, may I add. I'm sure you know how that is, but I'm excited to document our process. I'm excited to hear about your documented journey throughout this life coach certification training and making sure that you complete this specific project. Okay. So, just looking over my notes for one final time, I want to make sure that I shared everything that was not just in my notes, but on my heart and in my mind with you. I know I could go on and on about this topic, but I wanted to address the needs and where we are currently and moving forward, just in case you had questions. So, we're offering those resources to help you as a future Black woman, Christian certified life coaches, again, today and in current months, and making sure that, like serendipity, it's going to bring future Black women certified life coaches to us. We're cheering you on so you can help us cheer them on when they come, because we're here to make sure that they get here with us. So today's training will help women worldwide introduce another income revenue stream into their family households. Are you ready to make that money, sis? Make sure you make plans to set aside that percentage of your funds that you will be earning as a Black woman Christian certified life coach. And you're going to help fund the positive impact of other businesses of your choice worldwide in this now post COVID virtual world where we're on camera, on video, on audio, and in written form learning and still answering the call of what's expected of us as Black women Christian certified life coaches. We host things like virtual coffees and networking meetings and happy hours and birthday parties and family meetings and sales presentations and team meetings. All of this is within our organization, and you're now a part of it all. Welcome, sis. We're so happy that you're here, because Black women founders are the fastest growing demographic of entrepreneurs out of any throughout history. And these Black women founders are best equipped to solve some of the world's largest unmet needs and have a legacy of reinvesting in their communities and creating intergenerational wealth. However, Black women entrepreneurs are met with the greatest barriers to accessing capital, and this is unfair. This perpetual systemic discrimination, the unwillingness and inability for venture capitalists to effectively diversify their investments, the disproportionate effects of COVID-19 on the entrepreneurs of color, and generations of inequalities against Black people are absolutely inexcusable. So we are here on demand in this online training space, available for one-on-one coaching, as well as mental wellness checks, and making sure that over 40% of the Black-owned businesses that we train will not be a part of the statistic, because there is a statistic that more than 40% of the Black-owned businesses will be shattered or have been shattered due to COVID-19. And so these are the thoughts of other Black women out here making it possible. These last few statistics that I just shared came from other partnerships of Black women with vision to do great things. Are you ready, sis? Because remember, there's someone somewhere. They are waiting on you, future Black woman Christian certified life coach, to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because when you impact one life, even if that one life is yours, you impact generations. And when you let your own light shine, as Marianne Williamson says, you give others permission to do the same. I'll see you in training. God bless. Bye-bye.